Hey guys, if you're about to add video into your marketing for your brand or your business and you're a little scared to be on camera, don't worry, I've got 5 tips for you today to help out your camera performance. Hey guys, I'm Gwendolyn Gay. Welcome to my channel. I am the content creator's best friend, and I'm here to help you build your influence with video. And one of the main struggles is, of course, camera presence, and you want to have that engaging audience. So in today's video, we are going to talk all about how to boost your camera presence with 5 easy tips. But before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can be the first to see what I've got coming out to you next. And comment below. Let me know if you're an introvert or extrovert, because I have some interesting news for you. Not all introverts are bad on camera, and not all extroverts are great on camera. So what do you think you are, an introvert or an extrovert? Comment below. All right, so let's get started. Number 5, in no particular order, but I just like going 5 to 1. We're gonna talk about a tip that I like to say is just a silly tip, but it seems to work. I don't know why, and maybe it's a mental thing, but it works for me, so I'm gonna pass it along to you. Here it is. You ready? I put chapstick on. Okay, so hear me out. Chapstick or some kind of lip gloss or something to where your lips do not get dry from speaking. If you are talking to the camera more than you talk in real life, you will find that your lips get really dry, right? So it's gonna make you feel like maybe you haven't had enough water and you're getting really thirsty, and then you get nervous, and all these things add to the little bit of nerves and the little voices in the back of your head. So if you can cut that off from the beginning and have nice silky lips at the same time, you're in a good place. So silly tip, I started with that first just because, you know, it's a silly tip and it may not work for everyone. So it's not the most important, and that's why it's number 5. Okay? All right, number 4. Let's talk about your energy levels. Sometimes we turn on the camera and our energy levels just like get zapped, right? Just like get zapped. Anyway, they get zapped and you feel really low energy, and it's really hard because the camera, just like weight, takes away energy. If that makes any sense, you know the old saying, like the camera adds 10 pounds. It also adds just a nice filter of making you look very low energy. So the best thing I can tell you to do to push your energy level is to be yourself, of course, but add it to another level. So be yourself times 10. If that makes sense. Sometimes that's really difficult for people, so I suggest to drink some kind of caffeine. That usually helps me. Drinking a cup of coffee or, you know, a Red Bull or tea or whatever you're into. Add a little caffeine to your life right before you start filming, about 30 minutes before, so it can kind of take effect. And then also, if you're not a caffeine person, here's a little trick that I like to do. Right before I turn on the camera and I start filming, I clap. So let's just say 10 times. This might be very loud. So, right? I don't know if that was 10, but anyway. But just like grab that energy and give yourself a little boost by giving yourself some claps, and that just like brings energy into whatever you're doing. Do a little shake out, shake off the nervousness, and go for it. So hopefully you can bring some lip gloss and energy level into your next performance. Okay, we got 3 more to go. You guys ready? All right, number 3, let's talk about the nerves, right? So a lot of times people are nervous, and this does not apply to a live. However, I do have suggestions for lives as well. But if you're gonna do a recorded video and you keep hitting record and you keep hitting record and stopping and stopping and stopping because it's just not working out and you keep getting into your own head, I wanna tell you that is okay. Now, it's probably not okay if you don't have a lot of time or you're running out of space in a cart or something like that. But let me just tell you that even the professionals have to do this a couple of times. So what I would suggest, if you're just starting out with making recorded videos and you're having a really hard time with nailing it on the first shot, first of all, forgive yourself and tell yourself that it's okay, and professionals even do that. Hello, I do, and I have a degree in public speaking. So seriously, you're doing okay. So give yourself permission to do that. Secondly, make sure that you are doing a dry run. Actually record yourself, but don't put the pressure on yourself to use that for your channel or your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. Give yourself a space to do well and then record again, right? So take the best parts of that little test run and bring it into the next one. And of course, if you find that the second one isn't as good, use the first one. Use the first one, edit it in, however you need to do it. But just I want to just lay upon you, it's okay if you are not great on the first try. I mean, if you were, I'd be like, well, who are you? And why don't you have some kind of recording contract, right? No, honestly, give yourself permission to fail a couple of times, and also give yourself time to practice. It's okay to practice. Even the professionals need to practice. Tip numero dos, I like to make sure that not only in addition to my energy levels and my hydration and, just having the confidence to get going, that I've done a little bit of voice exercises. Now, not everyone has to do this, but I like jumping in with a couple of tongue twisters. You may not even notice that I do that because sometimes I still get tongue-tied. Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to just give yourself a little bit of a tester of something you wouldn't even say. I'll just give you an example. So guys, I was on a channel and it was a electronic repair channel, lots of technology, lots of fun words that were not in my everyday vocabulary before I was a host of this channel. And so I did a lot of tongue twisters to make sure that I could say this over and over with every take without stumbling on it. So again, you can say the exact words, you can write yourself a script and get going there. But I think the best thing that you can do is to just give yourself a little bit of tongue twisters or just like a poem to read out loud, something like that, that can help you warm up your mouth, warm up your brain, and get your juices flowing up in this area to where you feel like you are just nailing those words. So the number one thing that I tell people who are having a little trouble with their camera confidence is to find something they are confident in or something they're proud of. Okay, let me just put this out there. I am not someone who works out regularly. But when I work out, I push myself, man. I do push myself and I am proud of myself. And this is not something I would ever be competitive in. It's just not. But when I'm done, I have this pride that, I push myself. I did 10 more than I thought I could do of something or whatever. And guess what? I get to carry that confidence into my filmmaking. So what is something that you are proud of? Something you're good at that has nothing to do with your camera performance. Whatever it may be, if you can cut that down to just a few seconds before you start filming, do that right before you press record. If you need a little confidence boost, for me, it's like I have a certain number of sit-ups or push-ups that I can do, that I know in my head I can do. I do that and I give myself 5 more or 10 more. And then I go, hey, dang, I'm proud of myself. I did it, right? So bring that pride and that confidence into your video. Make sure you're doing something before. So it doesn't have to be something athletic, although that's one of the easier things that you can do just because it's something that's really quick. And push yourself. Make yourself proud before you go on camera and do something you're definitely not very good at or you feel like you're not very good at. Do something you are good at. Get that pride and bring it into your next video. Okay guys, those are my 5 tips for camera confidence, and again, none of these are very deep, they're very surface, and the reason I picked them is because I just think that there's something that anyone could do at any point, no matter where you are on the level of camera confidence, so it's a good starting point, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what you think you are, if you're an extrovert or introvert, and Are you good on camera? Do you think you're good on camera? And if not, what are some of the things that helped you? I would love to hear some of those little tips and tricks. And of course, we will go deeper in the next video. Please subscribe and hit that bell. And don't forget to share this with someone that might need to be building their influence with video today. See you guys next time. Bye.